Hello and welcome to Epic Inventions of the 21st Century, History and Engineering and Manufacturing, the year 2000 to present. My name is Josiah Thompson. The first invention is the optical camo system, uh, invented by Susumu Tachi at the University of Tokyo. Him and his team, I don't know, I think they were big Harry Potter fans or something, and they came up with this optical camo system that creates the illusion of invisibility. The fabric is made of glass beads, only 50 microns wide, and if you see this video, you'll see how it kind of works. Very cool. It gives the illusion of invisibility, but it's not really invisible. And a quick little diagram on how it works. There's a camera in the back that captures the data, sends it through a processor, a computer, and projects the image back onto the glass beads, making it look like, when you look at it, like it's invisible. The next invention is a Abacore artificial heart. The unique thing and the cool thing about this, and the reason I picked it, is because it is the first heart to fit entirely inside of the body without any external breathing apparatus. You'll see in this diagram, you can see it fits exactly where the heart would be. And then it also has a internal battery, a controller, and a little wireless energy transfer system, and that would be how it's charged. We'll touch on that a little later. Augmented reality, this is my favorite segment. Augmented reality was first brought about by military contracts and public safety applications. These contractors would develop means to make soldiers and firefighters safer. And it came to market with the Microsoft HoloLens, and there's a cool little video on how it applies to our industry.
Bring 3D digital designs off your screen and into the world around us.
Biggest problem an architect has is getting from the screen into physical space.
We've never been able to bring 3D digital designs off your screen and into the world around us. Until today. Trimble and SketchUp, world leaders in providing solutions for design and construction professionals, are proud to announce the release of SketchUp Viewer for Microsoft HoloLens. With SketchUp Viewer, you can experience design in the most natural way possible, interact with holographic scale models, or fully immerse yourself in a 3D project.
Microsoft HoloLens lets us get inside stuff earlier and start to make decisions at the moment of inception.
SketchUp Viewer brings 3D models beyond the confines of screens. This creates powerful new ways to visualize, collaborate, present ideas, and manage change on complex multi-phase projects.
HoloLens is going to bridge that gap between the two-dimensional and the three-dimensional and physical space. And that's architecture.
Or that's design.
SketchUp Viewer for HoloLens is available today.
You can see the applications that we have in our industry, how this would apply. It's a fantastic technology, and I'm excited to use it one day. Just a quick little description. Augmented reality captures data and translates it into a display, adding to your visual reality. It's important to note that it's not the same thing as virtual reality, where your entire visual, everything you are looking at is virtual. This combines the reality with virtual data display. The wireless power transfer. Nikola Tesla actually came up with the first wireless power transfer. In the column that you see on the right, it had a rotating core inside of it, and he would set two of these towers up side by side some distance away, and he would rotate them and adjust the speed of one of them until an arc would form and transfer power from the source to the receiver. The same concept applies today, and the application has most recently came to market, charging cell phones and charging mobile and tech devices without wires. And then you can see on the picture on the right, that is a charge station that you would have installed in your garage for an electric car. You just put it in a certain spot, you park over it in a certain spot, and it would charge your electric car. Here's a quick little drawing to show you how it would work. You have a transmission coil and a receiving coil, and through proximity and induction, that's the best I can describe it. It transmits, and you put those two electrical signals in sync. It would transmit the power. Hybrid vehicles. Ferdinand Porsche, actually, when I started looking into it, I realized and discovered that Ferdinand Porsche developed the first hybrid vehicle back in the late 1800s. Incredible. He created an electric wheel, and actually, this man Jacob Lorner developed an electric wheel for this car because he thought that the engine was too loud, and yes, awesome. Because he thought it was too loud, and then later on he added the engine and a generator to power those wheels. So it debuted in the 1900s, but it didn't actually come to market until in the 2000s with the Prius, and late 97 came to market in 97. But in the 2000s, all the different companies started building them and developing them, putting them in the market. The sketch here is kind of a description of how it actually works. It works really well. It hasn't changed much. You have an internal combustion engine, a generator, a battery, and some mechanical things that make the wheels turn. And talking about inventions, we've been talking about businesses that innovate and invent, but let's talk about a couple of inventors that stand out in this time period. One of them is Steve Jobs, former CEO and founder of Apple. He's a modern-day leader in design and innovation. He invented the iPod and later developed the iPhone, and really turned older tech like Walkmans and Discmans into new MP3 players. He was a leader and innovator in that field. Really changed our lives for the better. What makes him so special? Well, Steve Jobs broke the norm by putting user experience above engineering, contrary to tech companies' trends. So he would look at the user experience as the most important aspect of just product design. Elon Musk is another great innovator of our time. Is the founder and CEO of SpaceX, Tesla, Zip2, and X.com, which is essentially PayPal, where he made his first millions. He's also a product developer for Tesla and holds patents for the Tesla car and charge port. Currently, Musk is working on a Hyperloop, which is essentially a giant pneumatic tube type train to get from LA to New York and everywhere in between. It's supposed to be more efficient and more cost effective and greener and everything. Another thing he is working on currently is getting civilization to Mars. He's very popular for that. What makes him so special? Well, besides being being the modern day inspiration for Iron Man and a self-made billionaire, he's motivated by helping people with his products and his development, and that's pretty admirable, and that's why he deserves our attention and respect. Medical advancements. The robotic surgical systems, besides the artificial heart, these inventions like the robotic surgical system really changed the way surgery was done traditionally. A robotic hand controlled by a computer with joysticks by a doctor that is nearby. It does three things. It increases the range of movement, it minimizes the cut sizes, and it is less invasive than traditional surgery. The tiny camera pill. So patients would swallow it, and doctors could diagnose internal bleeding and cancer and things like that, and it would just transfer it, the data wirelessly to an iPhone or iPad or something. Bluetooth stethoscope. This product was developed as an addition to a stethoscope, and again, it would transmit data to an iPad, and they could you could play audio of the patient's heartbeat and gather all kinds of diagnostic data to understand what is going on. Societal effects and trends of that time. The world was just entering the information age thanks to the internet. From how that matters as designers is companies like Amazon, Google, and major influences. Um, those companies, because of how they have affected the internet, really affect the user experience of every product that is designed. Amazon came up with the first framework for a website, for example. They decided what a website would actually look like. Products and the different products that we develop and people develop and use, that they have really played a role in setting the expectations high, and played a role in deciding how everything is designed, essentially. On a less exciting note, 9/11 and terrorism was also and the Iraq War was also during this time period. But a few positive things that came out of that. One would be the development of the self-destructing bullet. What it would do is it would decrease ricocheting and bystander injury by self-destructing once upon impact, and really help to save lives. Also, augmented reality for the military. As you can see, they would use their HoloLens to look ahead to see if there's any dangers in the future, or things that they have marked out as dangerous or not. And I would like to just thank you guys for taking the time to listen, and I look forward to hearing more from you. Thank you. Bye.